I'm so glad my husband's family called me a trial run. They said it to my face at our rehearsal dinner. His mother raised her champagne glass and announced, well, if this doesn't work out, at least Elliot will know what to look for in the real thing. Everyone laughed. Elliot squeezed my hand under the table, but he didn't say a word. That should have been my first clue. For 3 years, I played the perfect wife. I learned to make his grandmother's recipes from a stained index card box, spending hours trying to get the seasoning right, even though they never tasted right to his family. I gave up my teaching job to move closer to them, abandoning a classroom of students who'd made me goodbye cards. I showed up to every Sunday dinner, every birthday, every holiday where his mother would introduce me as Elliot's current situation. His sister would post family photos on social media and crop me out. When I mentioned it to Elliot, he'd say, "You're being too sensitive. They're just joking around." Then I got pregnant. Suddenly, I wasn't the trial run anymore. I was the incubator. His mother started calling daily with advice I didn't ask for, lectures about proper nutrition and sleep positions. She'd show up unannounced to rearrange my nursery, moving the crib because the energy was wrong, telling me I was doing everything wrong. When I went into labor at 36 weeks, Elliot was at his parents' house for game night. I called him 8 times while my water broke on the bathroom floor. He texted back, "Be there soon, Mom's making dessert." My neighbor drove me to the hospital. I delivered our daughter alone, surrounded by nurses whose names I can still remember. Elliot arrived 2 hours after she was born, smelling like his mother's peach cobbler. He looked at our daughter and said, "She has my mom's nose, not my eyes, not my smile." His mother's nose. They named her without asking me. I'd chosen the name Violet for months, but Elliot handled all the hospital paperwork while I was recovering from an emergency C-section. I didn't see the birth certificate until I needed it for her pediatrician 2 months later. Patricia Eleanor, after both grandmothers. When I confronted him, he shrugged. Mom said Violet sounded like a stripper name. I left when Patricia was 6 months old, filed for divorce and full custody. During mediation, his lawyer argued I was unstable, suffering from postpartum depression. They had no evidence except his mother's testimony that I'd always seemed troubled. The judge asked Elliot to name our daughter's pediatrician, her allergies, her vaccination schedule. He couldn't. I got primary custody. Elliot got every other weekend, which he usually canceled for family obligations. Last month, Elliot called. He was getting remarried to someone his family actually approved of this time, he said, someone who understood their traditions. He wanted me to know his new fiancé would be at Patricia's birthday party next weekend. His mother was planning it at their house, and I wasn't invited. "It's a family event," he explained. I agreed to drop Patricia off. When I arrived, there were balloons and a bounce house and tables full of relatives I'd spent years trying to please. His new fiancé answered the door, wearing an apron that said, "Future Mrs." The family crowded around her, complimenting her cooking, her style, her everything. His mother pulled me aside. "I'm so glad that a trial run is over," she said. "Now Elliot finally has a real partner, someone permanent." I smiled, kissed Patricia goodbye, and walked back to my car. That night, I blocked every single one of them except Elliot's number for custody coordination. Patricia starts kindergarten next fall. She calls me Mama and can't pronounce half their names. Turns out I wasn't the one on trial. They were, and they failed.